Halloween, so today I decided that I'm going to do a spooky movie tier list. And because, I've been really into Chucky lately because I've been watching all the Child's Play movies again, I figured I would rank the Chucky movies. Now, I haven't done a tier list in a while, so, figured I'd do one. And as it's Halloween, I figured I'd do something special for it and get into the Child's Play movies, the Chucky movies. Everybody's favorite good guy, Chucky. Alright, so let's get into this. Now, before we get into this, I know exactly let's get into this, but before we get into this, spoiler warnings. If you have not seen all the Child's Play and Chucky movies and TV series, there's going to be spoilers. Spooky spoilers. The spoilers that are going to make you go, oh, I didn't see that one coming, which, okay, if you've actually seen any horror movie, you've probably seen most of the stuff coming. Let's be real. Now, I really want there to be a season 4 of Chucky. I really do, because I love this series. I love everybody's favorite doll, Chucky, so I'm gonna just say, hey, let's try to get a season 4. Come on, anyone who wants to run this series on their platform, Netflix, Hulu, whoever wants to put this series on their streaming platform, do it, because this series got a built-in rabid fan base who is going to watch your show. So seriously, for any streaming service who wants to actually get a good show and get lots of views, fund the season 4 and put Chucky on there. Trust me, people want this. Okay, so we're gonna, enough gushing about trying to save Chucky, let's actually start talking about the Child's Play series. So, for those of you who do not know the Child's Play series, Child's Play series is about a serial killer named Charles Lee Ray, who started his career as a cereal box opener in Chicago, but started off his massacre actually in Hatton/New Jersey. He got shot down trying to flee the scene of a crime he committed, and in his last breath used voodoo to actually put his soul in a doll, making him the killer doll, Chucky. So that's how the story goes. So now you know that, let's get into the first Child's Play movie. The first Child's Play movie is really good. I think it's a really good movie. You get the basic origin of Chicago, Chucky. Okay, so put that in the page here. You get the origin of Chucky movies in Chicago, and here's the thing. At the first movie is when I think he is probably at his scariest, because at this point, the most popular doll, the most popular toy, okay, at the time, the most popular thing, is a killer doll. So imagine one of your toys, if you're a toy collector like me, this is horrifying. One of your toys came to life and decided to attack you because they're a sociopath. Well, that wouldn't be good. That'd be horrifying. That'd be scary. Nobody wants that. But this is the hottest toy around. Every kid wants this good guy doll. Imagine if, like, I don't know, what's a popular doll? Something like a Baby Shark toy that a kid really wanted, or a Tickle Me Elmo, because that was popular in the 90s. Just came alive and started hurting people all around and all that stuff. It's horrifying, and nobody ever sees it coming. Nobody expects this innocent good guy doll based off the 80s doll, My Buddy. There's some trivia. My Buddy was the inspiration behind that. So yeah, at this point, Chucky was at his scariest. I had a ongoing joke when I was watching this with some friends, because the kid Andy Barkley, who actually got the good guy doll, Andy Barkley, and he adopted the good guy doll into his family, Charles Lee Ray. I always joked around that Chucky was Charles Barkley, and he was gonna dunk on over people, just kick the basketball because Charles Barkley is a basketball player. I think that's funny. I think it's funny. Is it funny? I have no idea, but I thought it was funny. So that's Child's Play 1. It's got some good kills, some stuff you don't expect, like the whole thing with the babysitter and all that stuff, the stuff you wouldn't expect. And Chuck this one. So I give this an 8. 8 is a good place for the first Child's Play movie. Okay, so now we're going to go to Child's Play 2. Child's Play 2 is pretty good. I'm gonna be real. Child's Play 2 is a pretty good movie. Is it as good as Child's Play 1? Absolutely not. It's just not there. Because yes, Chucky this movie has some of the best lines in it. Now the best line in Child's Play 1 is friends to the end, and then when Andy defeats Chucky, he said, "This is the end, friend." That was a cool line. But the coolest lines are in this movie because you get lines like, "Sorry, Jack, Chucky's back," and you also got like, "How's it hanging, Phil?" Which is my favorite line throughout the entire Chucky series. Is, "How's it hanging, Phil?" I don't know. It makes me laugh. It's a very goofy line I really like. But the problem with Child's Play 2, why it's not A and it's a B, it's a good movie. It's as good as Child's Play 1? No, here's why. Because Chucky was smart in this movie, but he also had to trick a detective. He had to be very smart in this movie. But they had to be smart in this movie, and everybody in this movie was smart, and they were caught off guard because they didn't know who Chucky was. Chucky 2, they know about Chucky, and they keep being stupid. Now, don't get me wrong, this is the introduction of Kyle. I think Kyle's a great character. I love Kyle. Kyle's great, but, you know, Kyle and Andy mess up a lot in Child's Play 2. They just do, and because of that, well, it makes Child's Play 2 not as scary, because everybody expects Chucky at this point. Everybody knows that Chucky is, and everybody's aware that the good guy dolls could be trouble, especially, the specific one that's Chucky, but we know who he is at this point. He's not as scary in this one. Okay, so that's it for Child's Play 1 and 2. Child's Play 3. It's going in D tier. It is honestly not that good of a movie. I mean, okay, don't be wrong. I know I bragged about this one because Chucky was very smart. Chucky's smart in this one too. He does a lot of stuff, but honestly, most people, all the kills in this movie, all the deaths, all the bad stuff that happens, is because of their own devices, you know. It's Chucky sets it up, and then they kind of fall into the traps that Chucky set. And it just doesn't make it scary. This movie's not even referenced in the other movies. This one's kind of just dropped off. Now, this is when they changed studios, and I don't think the original director had much to do with this one. That's probably why it's not referenced in any other movies. It's just not great compared to the rest of them. I mean, don't get me wrong, some of the characters are pretty cool, but they bring back Andy, but this one falls short for all of them. And honestly, this movie's kind of boring. And one thing you don't want a horror movie to be is boring. It's not scary. It's kind of entertaining at some points, but for real, it's not that entertaining. So let's put that one in D. So we're going to Bride of Chucky. S tier, one of my favorite horror movies of all time. It is great. First of all, I love Tiffany. Tiffany's one of my favorite characters in horror. I love how her like little characters like, my mother always said, and I love that Jennifer Tilly was cool enough to play Jennifer Tilly being possessed by Tiffany. Jennifer Tilly is great, and one of my favorite actresses. Jennifer Tilly was introduced to me through Chucky. She's in like all the great movies like Liar, and she's like in Bam Guess What. I love Jennifer Tilly, but I love Tiffany, and Jennifer Tilly just brought Tiffany to life and just did such a great job. And I love Bride of Chucky. Bride of Chucky has that 90s edge feel with horror. It's got that the cool cinematography. Yeah, it's unrealistic. It's unbelievable. But we're talking about a doll that comes to life and does terrible things. There's not going to be a lot of realism in it anyway, but it's entertaining all the way through. Is it super scary? No, Chucky's still Chucky, and the tag team of Chucky and Tiffany is pretty scary, but they're not super scary in this one because like the same thing. We all know who he is, and it's the shock value is no longer there. But then they also implemented some new things to the story about the amulet and stuff like that, which kind of is a little weird. But it's not like an unwelcome change or any like change in continuity. So it's welcome. I would say that it's nice. It's one of my favorite horror movies of all time. I strongly recommend Bride of Chucky. The kills in it are entertaining. The atmosphere is great. They did 90s horror, this is definitely up there. It's one of the best 90s horror movies ever made. Maybe the best 90s horror movie ever made, in my personal opinion. Okay, so now we're getting into more meta horror, like Scream and stuff like that, with Seed of Chucky. Now, Seed of Chucky feels very much like a parody of meta horror. Once you see like stuff like Scream and stuff like that, and they got like the Hollywood stuff like that, this seems like a parody horror movie. And as a parody and a comedy, it's pretty good. As a horror, it's the death scenes kind of like lackluster. It seems more budgeted. But like I said, it's here for more of a comedy. And this movie, after watching the series, is better. This would have gone in deep, but after watching the TV series, this brought this one a little bit more. It's got funny moments. It's got good character development for both Tiffany, Chucky, and Gigi. And it's got great moments in it. But the movie as a whole sometimes is hard to watch because it drags on a little bit. And they try to be funny at some points where it's just kind of like not funny. If you're going into Seed of Chucky, don't watch it like a comedy. Do not watch it like it's a horror. Watch it like a satire, like it's a parody of the Scream movies, because it's much better than that. And it feels like it's definitely a parody of specifically Scream 3. So I would say that watch the Scream movies before watching this one to really enjoy it. But it's a good movie. I would say watch all. I think you have to kind of watch all the Chucky movies, with the exception of 3. You can skip Child's Play 3. I actually strongly recommend skipping Child's Play 3. If you don't watch Child's Play 3, you're not going to miss anything else. But Seed of Chucky is actually very important to the timeline. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in there. So don't skip it. Don't skip it. Even if it's hard to watch all of it, because it will pay off if you're a huge Chucky fan. Okay, now we're in Curse of Chucky. Curse of Chucky is really good. Curse of Chucky is fantastic. It's up there with Friday Chucky. In spite of Chucky being the doll that he is, okay, and we know that it's him, he's scary in this one. He just does some stuff. The atmosphere in this is perfect. The horror in there, and Nika being the new person he's messing with. Nika's such a good character. It's just and just the survivability of Nika. Being a person in a wheelchair, like paralyzed from the waist down, going head to head against Chucky and winning. Shows like a lot of survivability and being a great final girl. And I think that's really great, having that character in there. And Chucky's the Child's Play and Chucky series is really good about being inclusive. I mean, they have somebody for me. It's a character that's going to be relatable to you in the Chucky franchises, guys. So it's so having characters like Nika's and stuff like that. This is very good. The atmosphere is great. It's a good horror movie. It's just all around good. It's just a great movie. So next one, Cult of Chucky. Now, Cult of Chucky is when Chucky gets the most scary. He is scary in this one because he gets more special abilities. Like he can manipulate. He can now multiply himself. There'd be hundreds of Chuckies. He can split his soul up into as many good guy dolls he wants. So there's gonna be an unlimited amount of Chuckies, and that's just scary. And also, he can possess people now. So not only can there be an unlimited number of him, then he can also be anybody. He could even be your best friend. Ooh, he could be Ringo Starr. I'm not Chucky though. I'm not, I swear. But here's the thing. When he possesses you, you might not even know it. So he might even be you and you don't know it. Yeah, scary, right? He's at his most powerful and scariest here, I think. Well, not only is he at his most powerful, but he's at his scariest here. Ish. He gets scarier later, but we'll talk about it later. Cult of Chucky's good. It's a good movie. The reason why it doesn't get A tier or S tier is because the budget in this one, you can kind of tell this one was budget. This one kind of feels like it's a setup for the TV series, like it's a made-for-TV movie. And that's fine, because the TV series was fantastic, and setting it up was a good idea. But also, one thing I don't like, Chucky is going into a mental institution, and he's just picking off people with mental conditions and stuff like that. So it feels like he's punching down or whatever, and these people are already having like mental illnesses. And being a person who has mental illnesses myself, I have DID, multiple personality disorder. I actually have that, and there's people in this series that have that in this, which, you know, like I said, Chucky is such it's the most inclusive series that there's someone for everybody, including someone like myself who has DID. But he seems like he's picking on those kind of people and messing with them, and it's not cool to mess with someone who's already having trouble. So this is why I deduct points in my book a little bit. Now, does it make a bad movie? Absolutely not. I love it, and I think it's a great movie. Is it as good as Curse and Right? No. Is it good as the first one? No. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay. Now we're getting into Child's Play Reboot. Yeah, that's going in deep. Okay, now here's the thing with Child's Play Reboot. Mark Hamill did a great job voicing Chucky. He did. And I think he did a fantastic job. And I think the story, what they were trying to do was okay. It was pretty much trying to do Mithrigan, which Mithrigan is okay. Mithrigan did it better than Chucky Reboot, Child's Play Reboot. The Child's Play Reboot, the problem with Child's Play Reboot is they made you hate the entire cast but Chucky, because Chucky is a doll who doesn't understand humanity and feels like he's being neglected and takes out on other people because he doesn't understand, and it makes you feel for the bad guy as opposed to rooting for the good guys, and it just makes everybody that seem out to be terrible. I want to root for the final girl sometimes. Sometimes you root for the villain. I root for the villain in Child's Play. But yeah, this is a very different movie. You can skip this one if you're just trying to get caught up on Chucky and understand the story. Anything I put in D tier is stuff that you can skip because it's nothing to do with the actual Child's Play series yet. Will they incorporate it, whether you get Chucky versus Chucky, or it's old Chucky versus new Chucky? Maybe, I'd watch that. Will they ever put some of the characters from Child's Play 3 in the Chucky series? Who knows? They might keep it going, but I don't know. Alright, so season 1 of Chucky, it had a rocky start. I'll be real. The first 4 episodes, it was like they were trying to be over-inclusive. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be inclusive. You should definitely be inclusive. Like I said, one thing I love about the Child's Play series is how inclusive it is. But I think they were trying to go over. It seemed like they were trying to shove it down your throat at that point. The point where, hey, we need this character and this character. They're checking the boxes to make sure they had inclusivity instead of flushing out good characters. Now, these characters become great later on. Like Devin and Jake become great characters later on. But at the start, it was kind of rough until they got rough, and it seemed like they were more, hey, let's make these characters relatable for relatability characters instead of making characters. Like, that's all they did. But once it got going, it did really well. I'd say around episode 5 of the Chucky series became phenomenal, and it's really great. And like I said, I love the cast. Lots of great character development for Lexi, Jake, and Devin, which were the main cast now. I love those characters. I do. I think they're fantastic characters. But they had to grow to become who they are in the later series, and the growth is a little hard. So Lexi is very hard to like at the beginning. She's a very disgusting character because she just picks on people and she's a bully and she's just not a good character, but she grows to be a better character and she's hard to enjoy. Jake was a really great character. He at the beginning, and he's very much into his art. I really like Jake, but I really like Jake. But I like how Jake grown as a character throughout the series, and when he becomes more confident, he's a better character. And Devin's just Devin. I love Devin. Devin was great from the beginning. Devin's great at the end. Devin is just awesome. I love Devin. Alright, so that's what Chucky good character. A lot of the characters were really likable, and then they died. that's a thing with Chucky, and that's what you gotta expect. It's a horror. Okay, so Child's Play 2, Season 2, Chucky's 2. Not Child's Play, Chucky, we're at Chucky. Chucky Season 2 is better, because the characters are more developed in this point, so you gotta know who they are. Now, I like how they brought it back, Kyle, Andy for Season 1, and they continue the story in Season 2. One thing I did like about Season 1 was the cliffhanger ending, where Season 2 didn't so much. Season 2 kind of had a good ending point for the Chucky series. Yeah, the final jump scare and some other stuff, but I feel it was a good ending place, but I'm kind of glad they kept it going. And yes, Child's Play 2 had some religious stuff in it, and being a person who was very religious myself, this is very relatable to me, because my religious background, so it's very relatable to me, and some of the problems with the church that I have a problem with. So I like that. I like the characters. I like how this, kind of, felt like a good ending for Andy, Kyle. I like how they brought back in, Gigi. Gigi was great in this. They actually, made this movie tolerable with their Hollywood spoof episode, which is entertaining. This one really felt like a very good, thing for Chucky. Like, every note hit, and it was just so good, and it's not going in S tier. Now, what I would put in S tier, but, the only reason I'm not putting it in S tier because I feel this series gets better with age, because Season 3, everything was perfect. This was the best thing Chucky has came out with. Now, I love all these movies, but Season 3 of Chucky, now, Season 2 was a good ending spot. I'm glad it didn't end it, but Season 3 of Chucky, ooh, that was so good. As soon as I got it's episode 1 and 2 where he's in the White House, it was such a good theme for him. You got like ghost stuff going on, and then you get to episode 3, Jennifer's body, and you got him offing the cast of Saturday Night Live, which is entertaining. The cameos, everything was good about this. This was fantastic. This is amazing. This is really well done. The tools were fantastic. The ghost stuff was fantastic. The story was great. The only thing that I did not like about this was the cliffhanger ending, because after this season, they decided to cancel it. And I want to see more. I want more of this series. This series is so good that I want more. And then they cancel it. Same Chucky, guys. I really want a Season 4. I really want to see more Chucky. I really want this to be a franchise that continues. I mean, it's great. I mean, is it a perfect series? No, I think there's some faults in it, but it's just good. Everything's good. I love how inclusive it is. I love the character development. I love Chucky himself, and the fact that Chucky is they even diagnosed Chucky as a narcissist, and actually diagnosed that he's a pathological narcissist, which explains his personality to a T. And Chippy's so great. And in the third season, she starts doing crazy voodoo doll stuff, and I love Chippy as a character. I love Jake. I love Devin. I love Lexi. Love Andy. R.I.P. for Season 3. I love Kyle. I love the cast. I love how they keep everything going. I love this overall story. I think they can do so much more with Chucky. I think there can be so much more with this series. I think they can continue to be inclusive and be inclusive with horror and keep the slasher genre alive. Now, don't get me wrong, you still got some slasher movies going out, like you still got Terrifiers, you got Scream stuff coming out, but I really like that 80s horror that just doesn't make anymore, and Chucky kept it alive, and I want more Child's Play. I want more Chucky. I want a Season 4. Not a Season 4, give us another movie. We can eat the movie. Well, a ninth movie? I don't know. Make another movie to end the series. I just want more. I want